Want to learn how to slice the text? Just stay tuned. Alright, welcome back all you wonderful people, and let's dive in straight into the work. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the text tool and I'm going to write the word slice, S-L-I-C-E, and as always I will increase its size. I've chosen this font Square S721 bold type. As you can see, it's nice and rich and thick font. I'm going to center align it, and then I'm going to change its color to a nice green. That's the first step. Once I turn it green, the next thing I'm going to do is turn it into object. For that I'll go right click and create outline, and then I am going to ungroup it. By doing so, I have turned this typography into individual objects that I can manipulate like any normal shape. To cut and slice through it, I'm going to take this line tool and then I'm going to draw a line straight through it. I can use this one, but I want to cut it into three parts and have two cuts. So I'll give it a 45-degree angle, and whoa, it's a huge line. I'll quickly shorten its length and I'll place it on the left. Once that is done, then I'll press Control and Alt, not Control and Alt, but Shift and Alt, and then make a copy of it. But before I do that, I have increased the stroke, and now I will hold it, press Shift and Alt, and draw out another shape like so. So I'm going to use these two lines to slice it up. But before I can do anything, I need to make a copy of it and place it exactly in the same position, because when I will use this line to create shapes and to cut the text, the parts of these lines will disappear and merge into those shapes, so that I want to have a copy of it in place so that I can use the full lines. For that, I'm going here in the layers panel, and as you can see here, there are 4 lines. I'll lock 2 of these. This one is on the right, I have highlighted. I'll lock it here, and then I'll choose the line below which is on the left. I'll also lock it here, and these 2 lines are available to me that I will use to cut this text to slice it through. So the next thing is obviously to slice the text. I will press the letter S, select the letter S and the lateral and the line, and then I will go into the shape builder tool, as you can see here, and click on the parts that I want to make into different shapes, like here, the first one, the second one, the third on the letter L, and then onto the fourth. And quickly I will now do this. As you can see, these have now become different shapes. If I stretch them out, as you can see, it's cut. So is with the L. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same with the letter C and D, going through the same process. I'll do this quickly for you here. As you can see, it's been cut out. So the moment I do that, as you can see that some of the sliced up parts have taken the black outline, some have not. So the ones that have taken the black outline, I'll quickly select them and go into the outline and make sure that I undo those outlines. Once that is done, I want to move the parts that those are in between here. I've forgotten to select some of the part of the S and that of E, but I've selected these 3. I want to move them so that it looks as if it has been sliced, and so it has moved. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these letters and I'm going to move using my keyboard by pressing it down 15 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then to the left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and there you go. This ensures that I have managed to give it this effect. I had forgotten to select the shape of the letter E, and to save time I have just quickly edited out and already placed it here. Now I am going to delete the parts of the lines that are still left out there. As if I try to select here, I don't get anything in my hands. and that is the reason why I made a copy of those lines, so that parts of this line that I have used to make shapes will get used into making shapes, and I will not have a full line. So I have deleted these parts, and we have already another line placed here which is locked in place. I'll do the same quickly to the line on the left. We have taken out all those little parts, and as I can see, I'm not being able to select the line that is below. That is because in the layers panel we have locked it. So I'll go back and now see that there are no other lines except these two. We'll unlock these lines, so now we have the access to these two lines. As you can see, I can move them around. You can probably delete these two lines here and leave the shape like this. It will look nice, but I want to give it more definition, more style to it. For that, what I'm going to do is I am going to select this line. I forgot this part. I'll do it, save time, and simply edit the video, and you will see it is darkened already. Okay, we're done. So I'll select this line, make it shorter, place both the lines kind of at the same distance. It's all about eyeballing it. Don't worry, even if they don't look they're not exactly the same size. If you want to have them same size, you can go into the properties and copy the height and width values and give it to both the lines, and then use the X and Y values. But I don't want to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select the line and I choose the width tool. So I'm going to go here, I'll zoom it in somewhere around eyeballing in the center, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give it a width profile. I'm going to stretch it thicker on the center. As you can see, I'll pull it out like so. I think this much is fine. Now it looks more stylized rather than looking as a line. I'll do the same for the one on the right, but what is happening is by giving it this style, it looks as if a knife has cut through it, or as if an animal has cut it with its claw, and as if the wound has opened. So we have cut the slice object, and the typography, and given it a more definition and more style by choosing this width profile, which you can see in properties as well. Now the next thing I want to do with this is I want to change its color so that it looks like a more raw kind of stuff, as if it's really cut through the veins of the word, and it's turned all red. So I'll give it a dark red profile, maybe a bit lighter. I think, yeah, this one looks nice on the red. I'll also make the other line the same, lighter, brighter red. And this is it. It's practically done. This is what we were trying to achieve, how to slice a typography, or for that matter any object. Finally, we'll group it together, bring it in the center by aligning it properly, zoom it in, make it bigger, and obviously the one last thing that I want to do is to give it a background. And for that, let's choose a rectangle, give it the shape of 1920 by 1080 pixels, which is the size of the artboard. I'll center align it, and once we have done that, I will give it a contrast, a brighter contrast to green, and red is usually yellow. I'll start with that and see what we can do. I'll just push it down, and it looks nice. I can leave it here, but I really want to bring out the colors of this green and red more, and I think the one thing I can do that is to turn the background darker, which while I was trying to record this video, I tried so many different colors, and I'm going to choose a color that would do the job. I'll go here and paste this hex value here and press OK. This is a dark purple color, and you can see immediately the color looks more pronounced. The red color is more brightly visible, and that's pretty much it. We have done it, and we have sliced the wood, and it looks absolutely nice to me. Thank you so much for tuning in. Keep on looking for more. Keep on learning. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you once again.